from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jakara Jackson.
A scrappy and resilient young woman, but also brash and cocky.
Yeah, Michael, she loves to stir up trouble, but sometimes her mouth writes checks that she can't quite cash.
But look, Jakara is not the type of girl to wait for her moment. She makes her moments happen. That's what being a meta girl is all about. Ms. Jackson's shown up. Now it's time to show out.
Looks like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
And her opponent, from Chinatown, New York, Wendy Choo.
Can't help but wonder what kind of dark slumber party Wendy's planning here.
She used to be so bright and happy. Now Wendy Choo looks ready to turn the lights out on the competition.
Well, Choo's a capable competitor despite the theatrics. You have to take her seriously, somehow.
She really has an affinity for unnerving her competition. She downright loves disturbing them.
Is it safe to say that Wendy Choo will have Saxton clutching his pillow extra tight tonight?
Yes. Look how creepy she is.
Corey, what's the strategic approach in an Iron Man match?
You just need to pick up a fall as fast as possible so that your opponent has to play catch-up. If you can't do that, you're going to be fighting an uphill battle the whole way.
By no means is the first fall guaranteed, though. We've seen plenty of big Iron Man match comebacks in the past. You cannot give up hope in a match like this. Followed by the stomp.
Man. Using the elbow as a weapon.
Putting her in a dangerous position.
Oh.
All the way up top.
Almost took their arm off.
What an arm drag. That wasn't just a move. That was a statement. Wow. Middle rope forearm on point.
Ooh. Wendy is taking charge.
Jakara's arsenal is being taken away.
Oh. Jakara there meeting an obstacle to overcome. Oh, mounting him and just punching it away. Yeah, big slap. Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head surgery draining all the energy.
Oh, swept through and escaped. That was pretty.
Has him up for the power slam.
From behind into an inverted DDT.
Well, this is just ruthless. Win at any cost. What a drop kick.
Mat slam with some Attitude. Up and... What a slam.
Can she score the pin? She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
She's still got a lot of stamina left. Takedown, skull first.
What impact. Wendy is unable to stop any attack.
This relentlessness is Jackson's trademark.
The full Nelson slam. And shoulders are down.
She likely knew that wasn't enough. She's just keeping the pressure on.
Uh-oh, jawbreaker.
Call the dentist.
Setting up for something here. Into a sidewalk slam.
Oh, awesome. Oh, right in the solar plexus.
Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal. Oh, what a knee strike.
Got the leg.
So focused on just pummeling the leg there.
The legs are a base that you do not want to lose.
We'll be looking to end things here with the Cobra Clutch.
Fading quickly. Could we be looking at a fall here?
Might need to surrender.
Trying to break the grip. A series of elbows. Wow. Just driven into the mat.
Oh, the reversal by Chu.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
Oh! What a cutter!
Body slam slipped out.
Inverted DDT. Jakara is dialing in.
Jakara's got a hold of her.
Now sit out mat slam. What impact.
Oh, man. Jakara
Going
might
for the
have
cover.
missed it there.
Near fall.
You have to wonder, what more?
What was that? I don't like this. How do they do that? Well, good thing that's over, am I right?
Yeah, let's hope that never happens again. But something tells me that's a pipe dream.
One quarter of this match is behind us.
And these competitors are still looking for that all-important first fall. Face buster!
And she's been busted open.
This could be a turning point in the matchup.
Nice Japanese arm drag.
She turns that attack away.
Takedown, skull first.
Destructive use of the knee.
Got the leg and
Elbow drop.
piercing.
Caught with the knee. And Chu falling victim yet again.
That's Jakara physically willing the momentum to stay on her side.
A knee drop delivered.
So precise.
I think she's looking to end things here. She wants it one more time. That could be curtains for Wendy.
Is it enough? The cover! And she picks up a late ball. Knew what Jakara had coming. Up on their shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Believe it or not, Wendy Chu trying to channel the energy of the crowd.
She gets bounced into the corner. She manages to reverse it.
Feet tied up. Has to be feeling vulnerable here.
Oh, drop kick. And you can tell that Chikara is still hitting hard in this fight.
Wendy doesn't want to be fighting from underneath this late in the game.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
Let's hope this thing doesn't get any closer to us.
Hoping's a good start, but we might be better off just backing up now.
From way up, through off the announce table. This isn't going to end well.
And she slides her back to the mat.
Boot to the gut will stop anyone in their tracks.
She's launched out of the ring. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Hits the cutter.
And this is our cue to get out of Dodge fast.
You don't have to tell me twice. We've now turned the halfway corner in this Iron Man match.
Can't let the score get you down. Still enough time in this match to make your mark.
Positioning her opponent on the announce desk.
What a counter! Chikara reverses.
Standing precarious.
Jackson gets countered.
She better hurry or she'll get counted out.
Wendy just rubbing it in now.
Good. Putting her back in her place.
Be able to evade what's coming. Two not ready for this. Oh, sit-out slam.
Chikara might have clinched it there.
Cover! No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
I do not know how you survive that.
Staying alive there is unheard of.
A big opportunity. Funk
Launching.
And Wendy moves.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
sit out. Full Nelson face buster. Cover. Two. She kicks out with force.
So close. That could have been it.
Basement drop kick. Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle.
Trouble up on the top rope.
Oh, arm drag. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Can she do it here? Adding to her score. Late into the match. What a shot. The upper hand now belongs to Chikara.
Now we have to see how tough Wendy truly can be. And Chu might have just hit the snooze button on her opponent.
Plenty to be alarmed about now.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point. Oh, that didn't go as she planned. We'll be looking to end things here with the Cobra Clutch.
Fading quickly. Devastating submission is locked in. And it's locked in. Tap, tap. And that puts a point on the board. Vicious, downright savage club right there.
Shoulders down. And she scores the fall.
Elbow lands hard.
As their opponent biting their nose.
And that move might have crossed the line.
This is just establishing dominance.
Oh, what a stomp right to the chest. Are you kidding me? She's just looking to survive now.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays.
Shot to the face gets them out of that spot. She turns it around with the reversal.
Takedown, skull first.
And now we are 3/4 of the... She covers for the pin. Kick out.
She just dug down deep there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again.
Pinpoint aim right to the arm. A bone-rattling knee.
And her head has really taken a ton of punishment.
Maybe too much punishment. Things might be getting a little unsafe here.
Going after the legs. Got the leg and drops the elbow.
Wendy is unable to stop any attack.
Jackson with a systematic attack. Vicious knee.
Oh, step up enziguri. Will this be enough? And she manages to get a fall.
The target's been acquired once more. Hits it again, and that's gotta do it.
Later the match, and she scores a fall. Slap! Delivers the knee. And Chu falling victim yet again.
Jackson looking to keep that momentum up through the wear and tear. Got the leg.
Leg beam, and she's going for it. And got it. The fall is hers. She's vulnerable. Up on the top turnbuckle.
I don't like the looks of this on the second round. What a hard drag.
It has been incredible to see these athletes go 9/10 of the way through a grueling match.
With the deficit on the scoreboard, I don't know if time will allow for a comeback. Oh, sharp knee.
And you can tell that Chikara is still hitting hard in this fight.
Wendy doesn't want to be fighting from underneath this late in the game.
Had scouted, now can capitalize.
Nelson into the slam.
Cover! The ref not even getting to one.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take. Well-delivered suplex.
Attacking the torso again, doing a little more damage.
Hooked up.
DDT.
You know she's thinking she can end it all here.
She is queuing it up again. That could be curtains for Wendy. Chikara Jackson rallying the crowd behind her.
Jackson is fired.
Perched up top. That's it. The blood and sweat put into this match. Well worth it. Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
Here is your winner, Chikara Jackson!
And guys, that was a spectacular Iron Man match. It truly took an iron will to win.
Wendy Chu learning the hard way, you don't sleep on the job.
Prepare for complete and utter domination. The irresistible force.
Making her way to the ring from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
An ambulance match might be a bit overwhelming, but the strange thing is, I think this woman sees it as an opportunity.
Oh, it definitely is an opportunity, Cole. She's going to show the entire women's division that she is the most dominant competitor around. And the first woman to learn that lesson is going to learn it while headed to a local medical facility.
Using her size and power to fulfill her destiny atop WWE.
And tonight, expect complete fury from Nia Jax. No regard whatsoever for her opponent.
The first ever women's North American champion, Kalani Jordan.
And her opponent from Boynton Beach, Florida, Kalani.
Tasted so much success in her career. She's got titles and major matches to her accolade list.
And Kalani has proven that nothing gets in her way. Such incredible athleticism.
Yeah, and Jordan uses it every chance she gets in the ring.
The following contest is an ambulance match. There are no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent into the ambulance by any means necessary. After closing both doors, the remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Now, let the match begin!
Bell is wrong, and this unique match is now underway. This is an ambulance match. The only way to win is by putting your opponent into the back of the ambulance and closing the door.
And beyond that, anything goes. No disqualification, no restrictions. Given the chaotic history of these matches, I hope we have some extra paramedics on hand.
Well, there she goes.
It looks like she wants to take this match outside.
And well-timed maneuver there. The power of a deadlift into a military press.
Wow.
Walking around the ring.
And face first they go.
An unyielding showing of authority. No two ways about it. Got them off their feet here.
Down into the shoulder.
Just disrespectful.
A shot like that to the ego could really shake you up mentally. Ooh!
Well, Kalani certainly is being tested now.
She knows this is only the beginning, that there's more to come.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop.
Nia is lighting up her opponent.
Kalani really having trouble with her defense. Oh, just sickening. A powerbomb like that will leave you with bruises and remind you of this moment for days. What a headbutt.
Vicious. Piercing elbow drop.
Oh boy, foreboding message here. Opening those doors.
Immense pressure being kept on Kalani.
And I don't think anything can stop Nia Jax right now.
Down. Face first. Elbow drop with authority. And she slides her back to the mat. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Uh-oh. I don't know what she has planned with that kendo stick.
Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome.
Jordan was waiting on that.
And a big boot.
Oh, man. Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. Just like that, she turned it around. Oh, man. Oh, by the hair, whipped across the ring.
That ain't right. There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
Danger here now. You don't want to be near the ambulance looking like this. Trying to at least slam one door shut.
Halfway to victory.
How did they escape? That's incredible.
What resolve.
Headbutt to the back of the neck.
Oh, what a chancery. It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Hoisting their opponent up into a glam slam. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Oh, snapping the leg in and again. Torture rack submission.
Locking in the torture rack submission. This is...
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside. Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Ambulance is open for business. Are we close to hearing the sirens? Oh! Desperately trying to close the first of two doors.
Yeah, can they get it done? Halfway there.
And they're not ready to let this end just yet.
Still more fight to be had.
Solid punch. Momentum clearly on the side of Nia Jax.
Kalani's finding no salvation here.
Counter by Jordan.
She's able to take a stand there.
Jordan hoping to start a rush of her own with that attack.
Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this. What a press slam.
And she just avoided some serious damage. A running hurricanrana.
Beautiful. Vicious use of the knee. Scaling the turnbuckle here. Here we go. Crash and burn.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has got to hurt.
Turn Nia Jax around there.
Boom! Down they go. What a move. Boom!
Whoa, somersault leg drop.
Oh my gosh!
Going for a power slam, slips down.
Instead delivers the inverted DDT. Oh!
Totally helpless at the moment.
Tossed into the ambulance. Shut the door and call it a night. Trying to force the first door closed. We've got a Herculean struggle on our hands.
Forcing their way out of the ambulance.
On a leg drop, bulldog.
Ridiculous standing shooting star. Nia's in big jeopardy here.
And I think we just might see.
Look at that.
That might have just been the deciding factor in this match.
Nothing's decided. She's going to try it again.
Stunner! Stunner! That should do it. Any moment now, she'll be in the back of that ambulance saying, "Good night, nurse."
There's a headlock applied, and
into the face buster.
Now trampling the opposition.
Nia Jax just getting worked on here.
This relentlessness is Jordan's trademark.
Being dragged and mangled all the way to the back doors of the ambulance. Look at the struggle just to shut that first door.
Oh, what a powerhouse collision here. There's no way this is happening. They escaped.
Miraculous. Grapevining the legs. Kick to the body. Oh! I felt that.
And oh no, she's busted open. This could be over right here. All the way down, powerbomb. Now make this your time. Get them in the ambulance and slam the doors.
Being taken apart and might be getting a look of their ultimate fate right now.
Oh! And these focus attacks are really adding up.
Yeah, the body is like a doing their best just to shut that first door. First door shut. Needs one more. Just close the second door. And
they slammed the door. This one's over.
I can't believe they won. What a match. These ladies put on quite a show. Here's another gander.
Here is your winner, Nia Jax.
Watching the survivor of this ambulance match.
in the end, they just couldn't keep from being stuck in the back of that ambulance.
Well, maybe the...
One, two, that's it. Ring the bell. One, two, that's it. It's over. Hit the bell. One, two, that's it.
And here comes one of the most decorated competitors in WWE history.
An A-lister of sports entertainment.
The following is a Hell in a Cell match. Making his way to the ring, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
The first two-time Grand Slam champion.
And you know, you can't just be good to do that. You have to be awesome.
Those two titles adding a little swagger to his
And his
walk.
opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the WCW Heavyweight Champion and one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the Viper, Randy Orton.
When you're a champion, you have challengers and threats coming at you from all angles. When you're a double champion, well, I'd consider sleeping with one eye open, just in case.
I'm sure he's already doing that, Corey, keeping his head on a swivel.
You know he's going to be fighting for it all in this match.
Yeah, he's made it clear he is dead set on remaining on top of the mountain with those two titles.
There's a reason this structure is called the Devil's Playground. The cell is carnal, wicked, and uncivilized.
One of the most cruel, unforgiving structures ever devised. The cell will break bones. It will shred flesh. It will change careers permanently. Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in.
And
just slipped underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold. And he goes crashing to the outside.
Oh, come on now. The Miz is being reprehensible.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Boom!
He gets back into the ring.
Elbow drop. Getting to his feet, but he doesn't know what's waiting.
Not a good spot to be in. Check your face after that one. And this perhaps lost a bit of focus there.
look, this is Hell in a Cell. The hurting has only just begun for him.
And Miz now finding himself on the wrong side of momentum.
Not looking so awesome for Miz here.
Oh, European uppercut. Turned it around with a reversal. And now Orton sent ringside. And he heads back into the ring. Caught with the boot.
Shoulders down. This could be it.
Just gets the shoulder up. Not yet.
Oh, man.
Oh, tossed to ringside. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell, that is the steel structure.
Unloading with an uppercut.
And he's being somewhat backed into a corner right now.
Yeah, the longer this fight goes on, the more Orton's not going to make it easy on him.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles. And Miz gets stopped in his tracks.
Oh, jarring back elbow.
Lifts their opponent's legs.
Alley-oop.
Oh, man. Orton flexing his power
And delivering a fallaway slam. Just a perfect mix of pure power and bad intentions. And just in time, he gets out of there.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut. What a shot.
He got nailed by that last attack.
Tell it like it is. The Miz dished out some pretty awesome offense there. Oh, man.
Landing the uppercut.
Boom.
He's heading back to the ring. Oh, it's like the A-lister needs a little break.
Well, he always does.
Oh, I think the ring just moved.
What on earth? And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Cell.
We got a potentially lethal situation here. And he's heading up the cell.
You knew this was coming.
This is the kind of moment that can make you a legendary superstar.
Look up, guys. He's on top of the cell.
I don't want to look. This is the most pivotal point in this match. I don't even know how these superstars have the strength to be making this climb. I don't know if he stopped this through.
I don't believe there's much thinking happening right now, Saxton. He could have stopped the climb before he reached the top.
isolating their opponent's arm, and delivering nasty stomps.
And I think I'm hearing the roof buckle with every maneuver.
DDT. Focus and determination fueling Miz there.
Single leg takedown of their opponent, and there it is.
It's time to go to school with the figure 4 leg lock.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
This entire building's on their feet witnessing these lunatics fight 25 feet in the air. Calculating the next. A terrifying fall to the mat. Randy now for the win. No, the Miz is still alive.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
KO out of nowhere. Crucial moment for Miz.
2 count.
Gets the win, and he survives Hell in a Cell.
That match deserves another look, folks.
Here is your winner, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Randy Orton leaves here with the victory.
Randy Orton's legend continues with a big win here tonight.